Imagine being a young, charismatic Joe Biden in the early 1970s, preparing to plunge into the intricate maze of politics. A strong-willed, 29-year-old, Biden was propelled into the Senate, a prodigious achievement that was anything but accidental. His unexpected rise in 1972, a year fraught with political tensions, sparked interest and bred a fascinating blend of speculation and admiration. Biden's quick climb to a position of influence hinted at unseen forces and alliances at play. It brought forth a sense of mystery, making him a figure of intrigue in the political arena. His meteoric rise seemed fueled by some clandestine engine operating behind a veil of secrecy. An instrumental player in the political landscape, Biden participated in the creation of controversial legislation, such as the Comprehensive Crime Control Act of 1984. This pioneering piece of law, while innovative, ignited criticism for its stringent penalties and its contribution to the mass incarceration crisis in the United States. The act, despite its good intentions, was perceived by some as a tool for oppression, a driving force in America's penal imbalance. Rumors swirled around, postulating that Biden was under the influence of corporate giants, specifically credit card companies rooted in his home state of Delaware. No concrete evidence ever came to light. These allegations added fuel to the speculative fire, casting a shadow on his political motivations and allegiances. Despite the absence of concrete proof, the insinuations persisted, casting doubt on his political impartiality. These unproven allegations became a part of the political narratives, feeding the perpetual cycle of speculation and conjecture. Regardless of the murky political maneuvers taking place behind the scenes, Biden's political journey was a labyrinth of complexities and polemics, a gripping saga that held the nation's attention. From formulating divisive policies to wrangling with charges of corporate sway, his expedition in politics was anything but straightforward. His political pathway was a vibrant canvas of whispered rumors and quiet intrigue. The conjecture surrounding him painted a vivid portrait of a political career under constant scrutiny. His resolve in facing these challenges and his steadfast commitment to public service were tested time and again, but he soldiered on, unyielding and steadfast. Even under the harsh, unforgiving spotlight of public scrutiny, he demonstrated an unwavering resilience and fortitude. Despite the swirl of rumors and the formidable obstacles, Biden's resolve remained unshaken. His undying dedication to public service and his unflinching resilience in the face of adversity were his defining traits. Despite the rumors and the challenges faced, Biden's political trajectory remained undeterred. His dedication to public service and his strength in the face of adversity were testament to his resilience. And all this was just the beginning of a political career that would continually be surrounded by whispers of conspiracy. Fast forward to 2009, our man Biden now sits as the Vice President of the United States, and the theories are getting louder. As we journey into his vice presidency, whispers of conspiracies surrounding Joe Biden begin to swirl. Rumors suggest he wielded an unusual influence over foreign affairs, going beyond the typical role of a vice president. Conspiracy enthusiasts argue that Biden orchestrated some of the most contentious decisions during Obama's tenure. One theory that gained momentum centered around his supposed role in the infamous Ukraine scandal. The whispers escalated following a 2019 phone call where Rudy Giuliani, Trump's advisor, urged the Ukrainian government to probe unsubstantiated conspiracies about Biden. The call, while not definitive evidence, added fuel to the growing speculation, leading some to believe Biden's reach extended beyond the US. Claims about his alleged of Obama's administration are equally fascinating. Some propose that Biden functioned outside the traditional vice presidential realm. They theorize he was a tactful puppeteer, discreetly guiding the administration's decisions from behind the scenes. Decisions publicly attributed to Obama, they argue, were in reality Biden's brainchildren. These allegations, though unverified, suggest a riveting portrayal of the political landscape during Biden's vice presidency. They paint a world of intrigue and backstage power moves where appearances can often be deceiving. As the VP, Biden was in the shadows, but conspiracy theorists contend that he had more control than was publicly acknowledged. Whether these theories hold any truth or not, they certainly make for a compelling narrative, don't they? It's 2020, and Joe Biden is running for the highest office. Conspiracy theories are rampant. As the tension rose, so did the discussions surrounding Biden's mental stability. Talks of forgetfulness, slips of the tongue, and confusion were turned into narratives painting him as unfit for the presidency. The theories, however, didn't stop at Biden's health. The focus shifted to his son, Hunter Biden. The scandals around his business dealings in Ukraine and China were churned into the rumor mill. It was that Biden Sr. misused his political power to shield his son from scrutiny and enabled deals that profited the family. The most prominent of all conspiracy theories was about election fraud. Accusations were thrown around about manipulated vote tallying, deceased individuals voting, and even tampered voting machines. The media was charged with favoritism, minimizing Biden's perceived mistakes and emphasizing those of his competitor. The media was in the crossfire, accused of being a manipulator pulling democracy's strings. A key mention was the claimed pressure on Ukraine by Rudy Giuliani, ex-President Donald Trump's advisor, to look into baseless conspiracies about Joe Biden. This incident underscored the extent to which conspiracies can be perpetuated and used as political warfare instruments. Biden won the election amidst controversy and conspiracy, but speculation didn't cease there. Even after the election dust settled, the whispers didn't stop. Was Biden genuinely the president, or was he merely a pawn mounted by a concealed group? As always, the answers reside between the lines of truth and fiction. Now it's 2023, and President Biden is in the hot seat. The tales of conspiracy are far more rampant than ever before. In navigating these turbid waters, the discernment between fact and fiction, truth and conspiracy becomes paramount. The internet's echo chambers are abuzz with whispers about Biden's management of the COVID-19 pandemic. Some insinuate that misinformation and conflicting narratives were intentionally spread to sow confusion and chaos. A question arises, was this an orchestrated move or merely the fallout of an abruptly escalating global crisis? Moreover, there's talk of a veiled agenda behind his policies. Detractors argue that the president's economic and social reforms cloak more sinister objectives. They propose that these reforms are components of an extensive plot to refashion America to fit concealed power structures. However, are these allegations rooted in reality, or do they spring from fear? And further, we explore the murmurs about his plans for the future. Some are convinced that Biden intends to enforce radical alterations that could change the face of democracy as we recognize it. Is there any veracity to these claims, or are they merely a product of wild conjecture? The discourse on his leadership and the queries about his genuine intentions are as varied as those who debate them. Some perceive Biden as a devoted civil servant, while others see him as a pawn in an elaborate political charade. The truth, as always, potentially lies in the grey area in between. Believe these theories or not, one certainty remains: the world of conspiracy is an absorbing one, and it is not disappearing in the foreseeable future. As we persist in probing the unknown, it's crucial to maintain an open yet discerning mind, staying anchored in fact. After all, truth is often stranger than fiction.